Thank you for sharing your time with us here on Sojanel. We are still at the McGrath Family Farmers Collective, where we are celebrating Earth Day, trying to understand what the Earth needs and deserves from us and how we can maybe minimize our carbon footprint. You know, we all need to take care of the Earth because we need to preserve it for the next generation, or maybe even enhance it and nurture it. If you're just joining us earlier, we talked to Angelo Alonte, who started Farmfluence. If you missed that, make sure that you catch us on social media, where we are also always on. In fact, on our YouTube channel, we post longer versions of our interviews that you see on TV. We are on Facebook, that's facebook.com/SojanelTV, youtube.com/SojanelTV, as well as on instagram.com/SojanelTV. In fact, if you follow us there, you may have seen behind-the-scenes features as well and stories about these particular features. So make sure that you get social with us, and so you know what's coming up on Sojanel TV. Back here on the show, you know, the #1 automaker in the world, certainly in America for last year, Toyota, is also doing their part to make sure that they are taking care of the environment. Here's the information. The buzz is Toyota is finally coming out with its all-electric bZ4X.
Correct.
Right. Tell us a little bit about the bZ4X.
Would be my pleasure. So yes, this is the bZ4X. A little known fact, BZ is the moniker, stands for Beyond Zero. 4 stands for the size of the vehicle, and X because this is a crossover. Toyota plans on building 7 bZ vehicles by 2025 and 15 pure electric, battery electric vehicles by 2025 and globally as well. So this is the newest one and the first one to hit the market. It's available in all 50 states. It's a gorgeous looking vehicle, kind of the size of a RAV4 Venza type style, but of course it's strictly electric. So no gas engine, no oil changes, no transmission. It's just purely electric.
Great for families.
Of
right?
course,
okay.
Absolutely.
I know that Toyota led the industry in this aspect, right, with the launch of the Prius, even before Tesla.
Correct.
And then what happened?
So I like to answer this question one way, and I always say this, it's Toyota, when they do something, they do it right? So we started the hybrid industry, started off with that Prius, and everybody knows how amazing hybrids are, and I think Toyota should get a lot of the credit for that because we really kind of brought hybrids to the mainstream. Now, a lot of people have hybrids now. We've electrified a lot of our vehicles. When you talk about being green from start to finish, or what we call it from well to wheel, when you bring a vehicle out to the market, hybrid vehicles are extremely clean and green when you think about all considering all things are done. So we wanted to make sure when we brought the electric vehicles to the market, not only of course we wanted to make it green just like the hybrids, obviously greener, but we don't want to deal with maybe when you have a Camry or a Corolla or a Tundra or a Sienna. They last forever. That's why you buy a Toyota. So we wanted to bring an EV to the market. We want to make sure that somebody gets an EV, it's going to last you a really long time. And when you talk about EVs and long time, you talk about range, right? That's the biggest question people ask. How far can I drive on a single charge? Right. So we've all had cell phones. You get that first year, it's great. By year 2 or year 3, you got to plug it in a lot more, right? So Toyota want to make a vehicle that when you buy it in day 1, 10 years down the road, it's going to last just as long in terms of the range. So Toyota is promising that if you buy the bZ4X, 10 years from now, it's going to hold 90% of its original range.
Wow.
So those batteries are not going to degrade over time like previous EVs have. So this vehicle is going to really last you a really long time.
And you know, Toyota resale value, right? If it's going to last you that long time, then the resale value is also going to go.
Oh, it's going to go through the roof. If you
right.
put that Toyota badge on a vehicle, it really brings out that resale value, I promise you that. Wow. The bZ4X will be just like that. It's going to be that same thing that the Toyota badge is known for. Durable, reliable, stylish, sexy, sleek, all of that, and then more.
That's so cool. All right, and gas prices are through the roof.
They certainly
and
are.
They're saying that it might even go higher because of what's happening right? And it's not just that. It's also people are now starting to care for the environment more.
We're going to have about 90%, if not more, of our new vehicles by 2050 be zero emissions, so CO2 emissions free. Also, the plants where we produce the vehicles, we're going to cut down on those emissions and try to be zero emissions as well, right? So we want to be clean and green from start to finish if we can, and the goal is by 2050 to have at least 90% of our entire lineup, if not more, completely free of CO2 emissions.
And speaking of free, bZ4x owners also get the privilege of having their electric charging free for the whole year, for the first year that they get it, right?
Yep.
Talk to us about this charging.
Perfect. Of course, we partner with EVgo. They have many stations. They have level 2 chargers. They also have DC fast charging. So the bZ4X on a level 2 charger can probably give you a full charge in about 8 or 9 hours. On a fast charge, in ideal conditions, you get about an 80% charge in under an hour.
Wow.
So that's great for going on a road trip.
Right.
You pull over, you find one of these charging stations, a level 3 or level 2, and charge it. And it's free unlimited charging for the first year with EVgo. And as you can see, the way the industry is trending, we're ready for electric. The world is ready, the US is ready, because there's a lot, you can go to almost any restaurant, any grocery store, any mall, you'll still see a charging station.
It's convenient and it's cost efficient.
Much, much cheaper than going gasoline, for sure. It's not even close.
And let's not forget about the government incentives.
Yes, 100%. So if you get the bZ4X, you'll get government incentives, you get California rebates, you get that precious carpool lane sticker, which everybody loves, which is a great, you're saving money and you're saving time by cutting out some of that traffic.
All right, I am sold. Guess what? Summer season, LA Phil, the Hollywood Bowl, they're doing a lot of shows to celebrate their 100th anniversary. And summer is probably also when the bZ4X will be available, right?
Most likely,
so maybe the next time I come here, I will be driving my own bZ4X.
I would love to see that.
I'll see you there.
Okay, it's a deal.